Hey guys, welcome back to Psychic Celluloid Signals. Today I'm in Canada on vacation and I'm going to see that Jordan Peele's new movie Get Out. I don't know very much about it, but it looks interesting, so let's check it out. Hey guys, I'm in my hotel room right now. Just got back from seeing Get Out. Um, it was a pretty funny movie, really funny movie actually. It was a pretty good movie overall. There were some flaws I saw, but we'll talk about that in my review. So let's head over there. So just to kind of preface this review, for those of you who aren't familiar with the movie at all, it's about an interracial couple, Chris and Rose, and their trip to upstate to meet Rose's white family. And then shit hits the fan. It's hard to say too much because this just came out recently and I'm sure a lot of you haven't seen it yet, but I can say a few things. First, as I mentioned a bit earlier, this film is quite humorous. This comes as no surprise, as the film is written and directed by Jordan Peele, who is well known for his comedy work such as the TV series Key and Peele. The funniest moments were certainly interactions between Chris and his TSA agent friend Rod, and the humor will surely appeal to fans of Peele's other comedy work. I'd say the majority of the rest of the film teeters between ominous and awkward feelings, and often both at the same time, which worked quite fabulously. Now, before I give my criticisms of the film, I should mention that there are some minor spoilers ahead. Among my criticisms of the film would be that I found it pretty predictable, the most predictable being the characters themselves. I knew who was good, I knew who was bad, and really not who was in between because I don't think there were any in between, which of course, for those of you who know me will know that's something that I'm picky about. For example, our protagonist Chris is perhaps most flawed in that he smokes cigarettes, something that starts off as a minor flaw and becomes even less so over the course of the film. Or maybe that he's not aware of how the film will turn out, but unless Peele planned on breaking the fourth wall, it shouldn't be expected that he know. Now, the plot itself was incredibly predictable up until the end, and I felt that while the big reveal was interesting conceptually, its execution was a little underwhelming. To the film's credit, both the atmosphere and action at the end were great, and maybe it had something to do with the delivery of the film twist, which was literally verbally spoken to the protagonist and, by extension, the audience. I also have one nitpick in my criticism as well, and that has to do with the hypnosis in the film. I'm sure everyone knows this, but it bears repeating, and that's the fact that you cannot make someone do something against their will with hypnosis. Trust me, my country's government spent a lot of time and money trying to make this happen, and even included drugs in their studies. Now, I know this is a movie, and I know even crazier shit happens in movies. But this didn't feel so much crazy as it did lazy. Shit, one of my favorite movies, Videodrome, involves mind control. But you can't deny that a cancer caused by specific video transmission and catalyzed by seeing hardcore video imagery, which causes hallucinations of bizarre orifices which allow others to control your mind by inserting Betamax tapes into said orifices, well, you can't deny that that's a bit more imaginative than verbal hypnosis, which uses a teacup as a trigger for involuntary action. And shit, a similar thing was done in the first episode of Outer Limits, and the doctor was able to do quite a bit more to his subject than in this movie. So essentially what I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with doing something that defies science. Heck, there's even an entire genre which explores such things. I just think it could have been done more unique, and since it was one of the main reasons the plot was able to progress, it should have been much more unique, especially given the fact that we have much more imaginative mind control in films decades ago. Of course, as I said at the beginning of this rant, it's a nitpick and not a deal breaker. I made a big deal of it because I personally think I would have enjoyed the film 10 times more if the mind control was more unique than the magic teacup of hypnosis. But it's still a fun movie to sit back, relax, and get creeped out with. Thanks for watching, guys. If you've seen this, let me know your thoughts in the comments, whether or not you agree with my rant, and also let me know if you enjoyed the ominous vibes and the humorous TSA dialogues as much as I did. Take care.